Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman, and yeah, it's been a little while since I've returned to this franchise, at least in terms of like a Let's Playing format. And yeah, we're gonna be digging back into the past in this one here. For a game that I'm interested in going back to, because I haven't played this game in a very, very long time. You can probably already tell by the title, but this is Pokémon Crystal version. This was the third version released of the Johto games way back in 2001, I believe. And yeah, it is often regarded as one of the fan-favorite games in the series, and I can definitely usually see why, so I'm excited to go back to this series. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get things kind of rolling here. I'm just going to quickly check the options here. I'm going to change the text speed here. And as far as frames go, I think I'm good to keep frame 1. I like frame 3 as well. I may switch around those a little bit, but I'll stick with frame 1 for now. And let's go ahead and get things rolling here. This is the first ever Pokemon game to have a gender option here. Yeah. This was the first game to ask you if you wanted to play as a boy or a girl. And you know what? I feel like playing as a female trainer for the not the first time on the channel, but the first time in a while. So yeah. What? You woke me up. You check the clock for me? What time is it? It is currently in the afternoon. What? 12 o'clock? How many minutes? It's actually 12:54 right now. Yikes, I overslept. Whoa, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. This world is habited by creatures we call Pokemon. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon, some battle with them. We don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There's so many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Now, what did you say your name was? By default, this trainer's name is Kris, and I realize that might be sounding a little boring to go with the default name in this, but I just like Kris, alright? Kris, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon await. Let's go. I'll be seeing you later. Kris turned on the PC. Do I have any items in here? No. PC, you can sometimes, like, put items in. There's also things like your mailbox and some other things here and there. Not really anything we need to worry about too much. Professor Oak's Pokemon Talk. Please tune in next time. Pokemon Channel. That was a game that would come a few years later. DJ Mary, Pokemon Channel. It's a TV. Whole collection of Pokemon picture books. As you should, you know. Oh, Kris. Our neighbor, Professor Elm, was looking for you. Said he wanted to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. Kris received Pokegear. It's essential if you want to be a good trainer. Oh, the day of the week isn't set. You mustn't forget that. What day is it? It is Sunday. And I don't actually think it is daylight savings right now, so no. Yes, it is. 12. Know how to use the phone? That I do. Just turn the Pokegear and Phone numbers are stored in memory, just choose the name you want to call. Gee, isn't that convenient? Yep, so right off the bat we get a cell phone, basically. And let's call our mom, just go talk to that person, yeah, because we're standing right next to her. Hello, Kris, I'm visiting. Kris, have you heard? My daughter is adamant about becoming Professor Elm's assistant. She really loves Pokemon. I see. Who are you? So, this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? Ow! Don't hit me! That was a little excessive. Kris, there you are. I need to ask you a favor. Conducting new Pokemon research right now. I was wondering if you could help me with it, Kris. You see, I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference, but there's some things I don't quite understand yet. So, I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. Sure. Thanks, Kris. You're a great help. When I announce my new findings, I'm sure we'll delve a bit deeper into the many mysteries of Pokemon. You can count on it. Oh hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey, listen. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and ravings about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It's intriguing, but we're busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. Kris, can you go into our place? I want you to raise one of the Pokemon contained in these balls. You'll be that Pokemon's first partner, Kris. Go on, pick one. We have... You'll take the Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon. Think over it carefully. Your partner is important. Do you want Totodile, the water Pokemon? So you like Chikorita, the grass Pokemon. Think over it carefully. Your partner is important. Wrapper from the snack Professor Elm is in there. So yeah, your partner Pokemon is in one of these three balls here. I've kind of thought really hard about this. My favorite of these three Pokemon is Totodile. I generally do like water starters the most. However, I gotta say, when thinking about, like, this region, there were a lot of good water types that I considered using, and there was also a lot of good grass types that I wanted to consider using. There's not really that many other fire types in Johto, and for that, you'll take Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon? I sure will. I think that's a great Pokemon, too. Kris received Cyndaquil. Give a nickname to the Cyndaquil you received? Yeah, sure. I don't really have a great nickname for Cyndaquil. Might not be the most original nickname for now. I may change Quills' nickname later, but we'll see anyway. We're gonna go with Quills the Cyndaquil. Mr. Pokemon lives a little bit beyond Cherrygrove, the next city over. It's almost a direct route to there, so you can't miss it. Just in case, here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. Kris got Elm's phone number. Very nice. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with the machine. Feel free to use it anytime. I'm counting on you. Kris, I want you to have this for your errand. Kris received a potion. There are only two of us, so we're always busy. And I think if I remember right, your partner... Yes, so... New to Gen 2... Not that I'm saying this as having directly played Gen 1 anytime recently, but... New to Gen 2 are things called held items. If you notice there, it says that I have a berry next to my item there. Yeah, your Pokemon just comes naturally holding a berry, which isn't really too bad, I gotta say. Alright, let's save our game here. Nah, you don't say anything new here. You still punch me, though, even though I do have my quills now. Oh, your Pokemon is adorable. I wish I had one. Hi, Kris. My husband... always so busy. I hope he's okay. He's caught up in his Pokemon research. He even forgets to eat. I know that feeling. Sometimes I stay up way too late to plan or talk about certain things that I kind of forget to sleep half the time, too. I definitely totally know that feeling every now and again. And welcome to Route 29 here. So... Cherrygrove City and Newbark Town. We started in Newbark, and we're on our way to Cherrygrove. If you stand out in this tall grass for too long, you'll eventually start running into wild battles here. Such as a very weak-looking Rattata here. New to Crystal is, I believe, the first time in the series that battles have, like, Pokemon have had, like, entrance animations, I believe. And it would actually be kind of weirdly, like, inconsistent for a few games. Like, this game introduced battle animations. I'll show what I mean next battle we get into here. These pathways here are like one-way ledges there. Yo, how are you, your Pokedex? The Region not ready for battle. Oh, and Pokedex, that's just not even something we have yet, but yeah, if our Pokemon are not prepared for battle, then might be wise to try and heal them up there, basically. Route 29 is pretty much just a tutorial area, but Centret. Yeah, as you see, like, Centret has, like, a little animation for entering battle there. This was the first time that the Pokemon series really did something like that, so... I've always thought it was really charming that they were able to do this back then, because my first Pokemon game was actually after this had come out, and I know starting in the GBA games again, they kind of went back to being a little more static for a time, so... Yeah, it was kind of impressive that, like... And I think it wasn't until Emerald again when they started really, like, fully animating again, so... Wanted to take a break, so I saved to recover my progress. You can't climb ledges, but you can jump down for them to take a shortcut. Yeah, I guess we can go up to Route 46 here. Mountain road ahead. This way is pretty much mostly inaccessible at this point. I know there are some interesting things we can start to run into. I did not think we could run into Geodude this early. This is not a fight I want to partake in, even though it probably only knows, like, Tackle at this point, but yeah, I definitely don't really want to be up that way as of right now. The Pokemon there aren't that strong, but yeah, it's not really stuff I want to be dealing with right now. But it's nice to know that some of those things are up there. I believe on this first route we can find Rattata, Centret, and I believe Pidgey, and there's the berry coming into handy. That's only like a one-time use item, but it's useful for this first, like, beginning part of the game here. It can be nice to kind of just train around on this first route a little bit, just to gain, like, a level or two and whatnot. The blue bar there represents the experience. And Quillzar and Smokescreen, very nice. It's a fruit-bearing tree. Hey, it's a berry. I'll take that. Waiting for a Pokemon that appears only at night. Yeah, so this was also, like, the first generation to really do the day and night system within the Pokemon series, and There is another Pokemon that can appear here only at night. It is the Pokemon Hoot Hoot. So, yeah, not something I'll be able to show off in this video, but it's kind of neat to mention at least. Alright. Thankfully, this should be a lot easier to take down with just us being a higher level now. There we go. Easy battle. And the sign says the same thing, but for doing all that, we arrive in Cherrygrove City. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. That's okay. Everyone is a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Sure thing. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You're relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is a Pokemart. They sell balls for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon there. This is the sea. As you can see, some Pokemon are found only in the water. Here. It's my house. Thank you for company. Let me give you a small gift. And we received the map card. Pokegear has become more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your journey. So, yep, now if we check our Pokegear, we can see the map of Johto here. Very nice. Nice and big little region to kind of explore there. That was a bit of an oxymoron if I've ever said one. And, yeah, let's check out these places. The Pokemon Center here. Hello, welcome to our Pokemon Center. We can heal your Pokemon to perfect health. Shall we heal? Yes. Thank you for waiting. Your Pokemon are fully healed. We hope to see you again. Alright. Now then, in the mart. Welcome, how may I help you? I believe... Yeah, this place will just sell you things like some potions, some status healing elements, things that we can't really... The potions would be nice, but not really a lot we'll be using otherwise as of right now. We'll get more of them. I agree. I wish they had more Pokeballs as well here. I wish they had that as well. Route 30. We can start seeing some Pokemon like Caterpie here. I think we can also run into Weedle here as well. I have a bit of a story with this route, actually, so... Whenever, the remakes of Gold and Silver came out back in 2010, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I doubt anyone will remember this, but I did once try and record videos of, like, playing those games for YouTube back in those days, and it didn't really last, like, long at all, but, the one thing I remember from those early recordings that don't survive nowadays is that I actually ended up running into a shiny Weedle at this point in the game. I'll explain more what a shiny Pokemon is later in the game, but yeah, it's something that, like, I was really... I don't want to say infuriated at, but yeah, it was... It was not fun. It was not fun. You know, Pokemon eat berries. Well... My Pokemon got healthier by eating a berry. Here, I'll share one with you. Thank you. Check trees for berries, they just drop right off. And we found an antidote for our trouble there. Very nice. Mr. Pokemon's house, it's a bit further ahead. Mr. Pokemon's house, straight ahead. Hoppip. Cyndaquil is often seen as kind of like one of the fan favorite, or like the fan favorite, like, starter of this game, just because, especially early on, it's really good against a lot of types we're going to be coming up against. That's actually not why I chose it for this, it's just, I think I explained this earlier in the video, there's a lot of, like, cool grass and water types that I've also wanted to use, so in a way I just thought that Cyndaquil would be, like, I thought Cyndaquil would be the more, like, synergized Pokemon to use, but yeah, it's cool to start running into some new stuff like Hop up here. There's Pidgey. I don't know if we found one of these on the first route, but you can find one on Route 29 as well. And I just randomly miss a tackle for some reason. There we go. We're almost to level 8 already. But this is Mr. Pokemon House. Hello, hello, you must be Kris. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Kris received Mystery Egg. I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak here recognizes that. My assumption is correct. Professor Elm will know it. Aha, so you're Kris. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. Heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this, a rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are our friends. Saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care? Ah! You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. Automatically records data and Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Kris received the Pokédex. Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that dex. But I've stayed too long. I have to go get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Kris, I'm counting on you. You're fully returned to Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Thank you. I'm depending on you. And while he depends on us, I think that's gonna do it for this episode of Pokemon Crystal. We started our new journey in the Johto region. And yeah, next time we'll make our trek back to see Professor Elm. I'll see you guys for that then. Peace out.